2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. And Brooklyn is where we'll be going just moments from now, as the Nets will be going up against the Orlando Magic. Checking out the Magic, playing above 500 in the last few weeks. Not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. And the Brooklyn Nets, no control of their first-round pick until 2019. Makes it tough to execute a quick turnaround, Shaq, but they're trying.
Yeah, the front office has been getting creative. They're taking on big contracts to acquire valuable assets.
Well, they've done a great job recently of drafting late because it's tough. You know, late first-round picks, late second-round picks, those are guys you really have to do some homework on. But win or lose, these guys have played hard every single night.
What's a quick turnaround? But there, see, it makes it tough to execute. Quick turnaround. Quick turnaround.
Ernie, that's not quick.
We got new chairs.
That's not quick.
Here in the studio.
It's actually kind of slow turnaround.
Kevin Harlan's got the call.
It's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Orlando Magic today. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Taking a look at Brooklyn, things have really gone south on them. Over the course of the last 7 games, they've gone 1-6.
Yeah, and they're going through right now one of those situations that's just difficult to deal with. Doubt begins to really creep in when the losses continue to mount, and then you can have splintering, which doesn't help the situation.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, the fallout from the Nets trade with the Celtics in 2013, of course, is still being felt all around the league, and GMs are very reluctant now to surrender first-round picks unless they receive major league talent in return. Nobody out there wants to be embarrassed, Kevin, on or off the floor.
Yeah, some lean years in Brooklyn, partially as a result of that transaction. David, as always, thank you. Well, for those teams already expected Clark to go deep into the playoffs, around this time of year, how easy do you think it is to just go through the motions and maybe not tighten the screws as much as you should?
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I never had the experience of being a player on a playoff team, but I did broadcast a number of the outstanding Pacers teams, and it is tough in the long haul of the season for teams that are fighting for potential championships to stay engaged fully during the regular season. There is a period, and I think most really good teams will admit it, that they aren't as focused because they're excited for the playoffs to start, and they just have to work themselves through those dog days of the regular season.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. Vucevic is out there with Jonathan Isaac, and it's Jordan in at the small forward. Floats one. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Orlando Magic outside Fournier. It's Jordan on the wing. Back to Fournier. The offensive rebound. Jacks up a 3. Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman, Fournier, solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Allen finds Russell. Lets a floater go, and that's 2 points on the layup. Russell's got his first points of the night.
Splendid release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Vucevic, the pass to Fournier. Count that one.
And hey, Fournier is not just an outside shooter. I mean, he can also get busy near the basket thanks to that quick release.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Kuruc passes to Russell. Dishes to Harris. 6 to shoot. Augustine against Russell. That one's not going to go. So Orlando will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
Really an intimidating style of defense. I mean, they challenged everything at the rim, and that led them to victory.
Greg, they expended maximum energy, but it was well worth it. I mean, they earned that win with their defense.
And here is Allen following Evan Fournier's three. Russell kicks to Harris. Pass to Allen. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Karuch, guarded by Jordan. Russell from long range. Again, Russell missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And, you know, the speedy Augustine is really an excellent teammate and a dependable role player, a veteran presence who can really stroke it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Both free throws good from Augustine.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Karuch. He's coming off a 16-point game against Sacramento.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. It looked like he forced the shot.
And he gets the bucket.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here is Harris. The pass to Russell. Will it go? And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, you look at D'Angelo Russell, and this season and last season, I really think it was just about maturing, and that goes with all young players in this league. It's a process. I thought he needed to get away from L.A. and the episode he had there with his teammates, and I think he's now more focused and knows more of what it takes to be successful in the NBA.
Free throw good, Russell. And for Russell, he had maturing to do, Clark, off the court, but he has also showed maturation in his game on the floor as well.
Yeah, it's a natural progression for guys who are eager to get better and take constructive criticism seriously. He doesn't force it as much on offense now. He knows the importance of being efficient with the ball and not spectacular.
And when D'Angelo Russell is on the floor, he's looking to attack at every chance he gets.
Yeah, he's a smooth operator now. This guy has all the tools. He's best, though, I think, when he's challenging defenders and probing the defense. Such a skilled and gifted passer. He's got a nice blend of speed and has gotten stronger, which I think is really an asset for him. He can get a little streaky at times, but when he's on, you got to ride his wave because it's a good one.
Karuch passes to Russell. Over Augustine, and again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Jordan. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Harris looking it over. To the inside. Here's Karuch. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
It's Jordan on the wing. Jordan can't get that one to fall.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Karuch. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Magic leading by 6. It's Jordan on the wing. Back to Fournier. Augustine from outside. The Magic again can't hit.
Well, it's surprising that he clunked that one. I mean, especially since the defense was nowhere to be found.
And Russell gets it to go.
The mid-range game. And when guys have that, there's no question they can shoot, and this kid can shoot.
It's Jordan on the wing. A 3-ball. Buries the long-range jumper. Jordan's got 10 points.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
It's Russell with the drive. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 8 points for him.
Man, what a nice read, boy. Exquisite, perfect timing by D'Angelo off the pick and roll.
And Augustine kicks to Jordan. No good from outside. Nets trail by 5. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Orlando.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. And the free throw, no good. And one thing, Clark, about the Nets, they've shown in the last couple years that they are willing to take a risk on players.
And in many cases, it's worked out for them, Kevin. They traded for D'Angelo Russell when his value was rather low. So taking a risk on players who hadn't worked out for other teams has paid dividends. And I'd throw DeMarre Carroll in that category as well for them.
Davis is checked in for Brooklyn. Aaron Gordon is checking in for the Magic. Russell against Grant. Russell finds Davis, and that one drops.
You never pass for the sake of passing. You wait until the defense commits. Russell does that, finds the open man nicely.
Now here's Jordan. What a 24-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
The shot, once again off the mark, Orlando. The Nets have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Taking a look at Minnesota, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And checking out the Magic, they weren't supposed to be this effective at this point in the season. The question now is, can they sustain it?
Now here's Jordan. 10 points for him. A fadeaway. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Nice to see how easy he takes over games. Makes it look elementary. I mean, that's why they feed him the rock so much.
Caruch. Outside for Davis. Passes it to Caruch. 5 to shoot. Over Jordan. And it's Caruch missing.
And as he squares up from mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
Now here's Gordon, still looking for his first bucket in this one. From deep, Jordan. Jordan can't get that one to fall. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. It's a 3-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Well, listen, I've seen worse performances offensively, but no doubt that group was inconsistent.
For sure. Agree with you there. They just didn't have it. Seemed like they were a step behind and out of sync.
Here's Jordan after the basket by Brooklyn. That doesn't go either for Jordan.
Not surprising he missed that one, though, Kevin. I mean, the defense was very aggressive on him there.
Feeds it to Russell. Inside, here's Caruch, and it's blocked by Jordan. Grant surveying the D. Outside Jordan. Allen against Vucevic. And the layup falls. Vucevic has got his first bucket of the night.
Sometimes, quite simply, getting a hand in the face of Vucevic is not enough. He doesn't buckle when the defense tightens up.
back to Russell. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now, here's Grant. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He kicks it to Gordon. Shoots the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Magic lead by 4.
I think this is an area that Gordon has really improved. Now a legitimate threat from outside the arc.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Here's Jordan. 12 points for him. And it's Gordon missing. Here's Karuch. Here's Dinwiddie, guarded by Jordan, and Jordan sends it back. Grant the pass to Vucevic. Over Allen. No good off the back of the rim. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the middle. And the shot goes in from Karuch. Karuch has got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
Hey, the unselfishness there by Dinwiddie, you love it. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Mark, when you played some tremendous talent at the forward position, as you go back in your Rolodex, who was the toughest matchup for you?
Well, I look at some of the names of guys that I played against. Mark Aguirre, Larry Bird, obviously Kevin McHale in Boston. Calvin Nat was terrific with Portland at the time. Marcus Johnson in Milwaukee. Bernard King in New York probably was the toughest guy I had to deal with because he was such an animal and beast as a scorer and was relentless in his movement without the ball. He was probably the hardest guy I had to check.
Some great names there.
Yeah, big-time scores at that forward position.
Brooklyn making some changes. Damari Carroll's checked in for Allen. And it's Napier in for Russell. Orlando's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Lob pass to Gordon. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Napier. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Here's Karuch. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And stolen by Napier. In transition, here come the Nets. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now a 4-point Brooklyn lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And it's blocked by Gordon.
Good defensive instincts there displayed by Gordon. Reading the shooter all the way and timing the rejection perfect.
Here's Dinwiddie. No good off the front iron.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
No good from Ross.
Jeez. Maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
Is that what you think?
Absolutely.
Instead, it had the opposite effect. He looked foolish.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Grant outside. He dishes it to Ross. Another miss by Orlando. Nets leading by 6. Napier passes to Caruth. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
Taking 2 shots.
Two shots.
And the first one drops. He doesn't get the second one. The Magic trail by 7. Grant, right side. And the shot goes down. Grant's got his first points of the game. Napier with it. Shoots over Grant. No good from 11 feet. Will return shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Yeah, exactly. Right from the start, Greg, they were looking to get out and run, sprinting to their opportunities.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Leading by 5. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Damari Carroll out there. Davis is out there with Shabazz Napier. And it's Dinwiddie in at shooting guard. Now here's Grant. And the dunk by Bamba.
And just throw it up there. I mean, Bamba, as long as you time the pass right, he's going to flush that one down.
And that was an Unleash Chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Davis kicks to Dinwiddie. Four on the shot clock. Tries from 16. And there's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That's his first foul. So for the Magic, Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Grant. The Magic trail by 3. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Floats one. Augustine, that's good.
And Augustine really sizes up these floaters perfectly, Kevin. Makes it hard for the defense to get a hand up on time.
Now here's Napier. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Graham dishes to Dinwiddie. Kicks it to Napier. Shoots from 8, and that's good for 2. And the Nets lead by 3.
Playing big, willing to go toe-to-toe against the guy who towers over him.
Yeah, I like his heart there, the competitive spirit. I mean, refusing to be held in check by bigger defenders. That's all heart and competitive spirit.
Nice shot there by Bamba. Bamba's got his second bucket of the night.
And you see Bamba on the offensive end. Very raw, but has potential, particularly from this range.
Now here's Napier. 9-point game his last outing. Here's Davis. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Davis has got his third basket of the night right there. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And Augustine kicks to Ross. Over Napier. Misses off the right iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Carroll. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And with the size and strength of Carroll, he can just push people around on defense.
Yeah, and one of the things he does so well is get up into you and make you uncomfortable. And he's got good size and strength. He's not super fast, but he's quick enough to keep guys in front. And he's got the nice reach, which allows him to bother guys from a distance. So he's outstanding in using what he has to be disruptive on deep.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Now here's Carroll. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Outside for Davis. Back to Carroll. Shoots over Isaac. And the Nets miss again.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. It looked like he forced the shot.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at the Magic. Right now they've compiled the third best record in the conference. And checking out Brooklyn, 9.5 games behind.
Yeah, I think for the Nets, seeing them where they are now, it's easy to forget just how awful they were a season ago. This is a team that's made major strides to lift themselves into the middle of the pack.
Boy, I tell you what, it's been a grit and grind effort for them. They know how to win, and that's not something you could say about them last year.
Now here's Carroll. No points in the game yet for him. And it's Napier missing.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Isaac. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
And Carroll gets it to go. And the Nets lead by 5.
Like how assertive Carroll is near the basket, capitalizing inside.
Pass to Awandu. To stop the drought. Banked in off the glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now Napier. Davis finds Napier. Harris outside. Fires for three. Drills the three-pointer.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Now here is Augustine. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's Ross. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Harris. Down low. And Carroll gets it to go. Carroll's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he's on the money, it's no doubt. Now, here's Bamba. 11 points for him in that last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. For the three-point line, it's Augustine. Jump shot is good that time. Augustine's got 6 points.
And that quick trigger of Augustine, not giving the defense any chance to block the shot off the pass.
Napier feeling it out a bit. Ross with the steal. And oh, here we go with Ross. Nobody back. And the dunk by Bamba.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Nets leading by 4. And here is Harris. The pass to Napier. Carroll, no one around him. And the Nets, another three.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Ross against Harris. Pass to Bamba. Now Augustine from deep three-point range sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Now here's Napier. Here's Graham. Napier up top, guarded by Augustine. 5 on the clock. And it's Graham missing. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And you know what? They were giving away points, missing at the line. A big factor in the outcome.
Ditto that. When you give up this many points at the line, makes it a lot easier for the opposition.
Now here's Carroll. He's got 7. Harris, right side. Puts it up. The shot by Carroll, no good. The Magic trail by 4. Augustine with it. He's got 9. Now here's Ross. Passes it to Bamba. Beyond the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bamba's got 9 points in the quarter.
And crucial that Bamba keeps evolving his perimeter game. Big men like him have to be able to shoot it.
Here's Graham. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Magic. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Clark, if you need to win a Game 7, and you can't have KD or LeBron, but you can have any other one player in the league, who would you pick?
Wow, you can't have either one of those guys.
How do you like that question?
There's a great list. Harden, Curry, Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard when healthy. And I think you'd have to throw Russell Westbrook in there, too, for a one-game situation where he could just go with the abandon he goes with. But I think I'm going to hang my hat with Kyrie Irving since he was part of bringing the championship to the Cavs a couple of years ago in my hometown.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Now, taking a look at some stats for D'Angelo Russell. Over the last month, getting it done. Averaging 22 points per, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
Now here's Jordan. 12 points for him. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Gordon against Carroll. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Jordan the pass to Grant. He kicks to Bamba. Jordan finds Gordon. Shoots over Carroll. They get it back. Bamba. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside, Russell pulls up on the wing. Yep, that one goes. Russell's got 12 in the game.
You know, we've talked about the stroke before. The repeatable motion that Russell has. I'm trying to find that with my golf swing, fellas. Because of his stroke, though, he can be rough if he gets locked in.
He's found it before you, Clark, for sure. And the call will go against the Prodigy. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nets making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Allen outside. Kicks it to Dinwiddie. Over to the left wing. 5 to shoot. Russell with a wide open look. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Fournier. It's Jordan on the wing. He's got 14. There's the dish to Bamba. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And it's nice to see Bamba finding his groove. When he's in sync, he feels like he can make any shot.
Here's Karuch. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 5 assists tonight.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
And they call an illegal screen here. With a break in the action, time for a rundown now of the most accurate shooters at small forward over the last 10 games. Take a look at Jordan. So solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
That's accurate, but you can't do what they've done without a superb outside shot as well. I mean, that's not a problem for this group. They certainly can drain the jump shot.
Now, here's Fournier. 5 points in the game. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And Orlando again with the bucket.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's coming off a 10-point game against Sacramento. Carroll with the 3. His 4th miss of the game. He's made 3.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jump.
Really good point, Greg. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
Russell kicks to Allen. Back to Russell. That one wide left.
I guess even he is one of those once in a while.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Jordan. He's got 16. And the dunk by Bamba.
Smart play there. Well-timed roll to the basket. Bamba's got intelligence off and on the court.
Russell against Fournier. Russell kicks to Allen. And there's the pass to Karuch. And we finish one half of basketball. Orlando out in front, leading by 6. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, you all have played at a high level so far. What has worked for you?
We're just sticking to the game plan. You know, our coaches really drew up something good for us. You know, they wrote it out, and we're sticking to it, and we're executing very well.
Yeah, that's obvious the way you all have played. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, hoop fans. NBA halftime show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. Mohamed Bamba led the way in the first half. He had 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 assist. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
What I saw, if Mohamed Bamba adds weight, he could be special. Has the athleticism to go with his size. 9'5" standing reach. Ridiculous, Ernie. 9'5", and he cares about the game.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets.
Well, a lot of their points came in transition. They dictated the pace of the game. It was a fast pace. Put the defense back on its heels. I say keep attacking the second half. Do not slow down.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
Welcome back as we get a beautiful aerial view of the Williamsburg Bridge connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And guys, you know, Mohamed Bamba has really been making it happen.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nets trail by 6. So on the floor for Orlando, Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. Jordan is out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Harris passes to Graham. That one goes in. Graham's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Nets.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, just a real lack of aggressiveness there right now. I mean, can't give up these types of layups to begin the quarter, Greg. I mean, that's a no-no.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Russell.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Pass to Vucevic. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 4 assists in the game.
And on defense, you have to do a lot to bother Vucevic. I mean, he's so smooth, even under pressure.
Now, here is Russell. 14 points for him. Here's Karuch. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Here's Jordan. He's got 16. Fires top of the key. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Russell against Augustine. They get a hand on it. Augustine with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Here's Jordan. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Russell against Augustine. The drive by Russell. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
They opened the gates, and he came through. D'Angelo, quick recognition.
And Augustine kicks to Jordan. Fournier in the corner. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Dishes to Russell. Passes it to Graham. Pass to Karuch. Allen, right side. Nets passing it around. Russell, no good. Magic leading by 7. Here's Jordan. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
First trip to the line for him here.
Two shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Russell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Friday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets.
And for the matchup with the Pacers, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
And, you know, a lot of people are starting to wonder, is Russell going to be the future of this league? Time will tell. That's a big mountain to climb for the young fella from Louisville.
Ross is checked in for Evan Fournier. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
You look at Jonathan Isaac. He was drafted 6th overall in 2017 as a bit of a project. Had a growth spurt late, so he has a tall frame that still needs to fill out and get stronger. But he's got a lot of potential. Pretty skilled for a big guy. Great physical tools, but needs some refinement.
So it's Brooklyn now after the Magic pick up 2. And here is Graham. The pass to Caruch. Here's Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Graham, the pass to Russell, makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts. And they feel down in Orlando, Clark, that Isaac has a lot of upside with his game.
And I concur with that, Kevin. I mean, this guy is long, he's athletic, he's got some versatility in his game, can put the ball on the floor. He could be comparable to a Giannis Antetokounmpo as he develops. Again, I don't like to always compare players one to another, but he's got that kind of look and potential about him.
Here's Harris following the bucket by Orlando. Russell looking it over. Puts it up from 12. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Jordan. He kicks it to Augustine. Pass to Ross. It's Jordan on the wing. Graham defending. A nice shot by Jordan. And it's an 11-point Magic lead.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. It's been quite a game for the Prodigy.
I think that's a critical timeout too, Kevin. I mean, they need to find a way to slow him down, shut him down, because he's tearing them apart right now.
And Davis is checked in for the Nets. Shabazz Napier comes in for Harris. Here we get a moment to view the league's highest scoring teams. Number 1, the Magic.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
Here's Allen. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Augustine against Russell. And the Nets miss again.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Magic.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Jerian Grant, he's checked in for Orlando. That one is no good.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here, aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Napier gets the three-pointer to fall. Napier's got 7.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
8 feet away. Yep, it counts. 9 points for Vucevic.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Allen. Right side, Russell. It's Allen, top of the key. Clock at 6. Napier with it. Grant on him. And it's Napier missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Vucevic with the bucket.
And Vucevic is crafty, clever, close to the bucket.
Assist from Jordan.
Nets trail by 13. Russell kicks to Allen. Russell against Ross. Back to Allen. Shoots over Vucevic. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Jordan with it. He's got 24. Passes to Isaac from deep. Rebound by Napier. And here's Napier. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn.
And, you know, one of the areas where the Orlando Magic struggled was with consistency, but not only on the floor, but across the franchise. A lot of coaching turnover the past decade.
And the Magic have gone through a lot of coaches, as you said.
Yeah, lack of continuity at that position can really derail any momentum you're attempting to build. And the same can be said about their players. A lot of trades and turnovers with the roster. That's not a recipe for consistent success.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Damari Carroll comes in for Allen. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Magic leading by 11. Now here's Grant. Fires from the wing. Brooklyn with the rebound. Davis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Carroll passes to Graham, and Graham throws it down.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Here are the Magic now, following the bucket by the Nets. Ross with a wide-open look. The offensive rebound, out left to the wing. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Nets.
And the team has gotten it done here in spite of his performance. Still 0 from the field.
Dinwiddie kicks to Graham. No good with the triple. The Magic have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Grant outside. Ross on the wing. Pass to Bamba. Vucevic trying to get open. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
And even though Bamba needs to add a lot of strength, he does have the body control to convert through contact.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
You know, after being in the cellar for a few years, the Brooklyn Nets have started to turn things around here. I mean, good young core to build around and add to, and I think things are starting to look up in every department.
Page is checked in for Damari Carroll. We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Bamba.
And what a big-time game we've seen from him. He's been the one looking to create and get a shot each trip down the floor. Every time a shot falls, his confidence just grows and grows. Just an all-around tremendous offensive showing.
And Clark, the Nets during this turnaround, they've done a good job of positioning themselves.
Yeah, you can look at a number of things. One, taking on vets with bad contracts to accumulate assets. Two, went from lacking picks in the draft to having a lot of options. Those things, when you combine them, help you speed up the process of getting better.
And stolen by Napier. Lays it in off the breakaway. Napier's got 5 points in the quarter. Orlando leading by 7. Now Grant. Now the pass to Bamba. Outside Gordon. Magic moving the ball around. Vucevic down low. He's guarded by Davis. Right through the D for the layup. And that's 13 points for Vucevic. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded by Ross. Ross with the steal. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. And the turnover again by Orlando.
And let's take a look here at some numbers for Napier. How his last 10 games have gone. 3rd in steals, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And it's his lightning-quick hands that have put him in the top 3 in steals. Also his tremendous anticipation. He's constantly all over the basketball. That one falls.
Boy, he hit his teammate in the perfect spot. Led him easily to the bucket. That's what you call a room service assist.
Grant kicks to Ross. And a miss there on the triple. Nets trail by 7. Kuruc passes to Napier. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Jaren Grant. The Nets have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
The first one falls.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
The Magic making a switch here. Fournier is checked in. And both free throws good for Napier. 1:49 left in the third quarter. Now here's Fournier. D right on him.
They're finding holes now in the D.
Stolen by Gordon. And here we go with the Magic fast break. And the dunk by Jordan.
And Fournier can do a little bit of everything out there, including passing the ball.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hatchet. Pass to Davis. There's the dish to Dinwiddie. Shoots over Fournier. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Orlando leading. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Oh, Vucevic in position, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Capable of finishing off those alley-oops. Throw it in Vucevic's area, and he's going to go get it for you.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Back to Napier. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And the D not really doing
Vucevic job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Outside Fournier, the 17-footer. Rebound, Brooklyn. Davis is... And so Napier will bring it up for Brooklyn. He kicks it to Dinwiddie. Allen dishes to Dinwiddie. Back to Allen. Shot clock at 6.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
And stolen by Napier. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Napier. Takes the 3. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Jordan with it. Pass to Augustine. Kicks to Gordon. Beyond the arc. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Napier finds Davis. Back to Napier. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 3rd assist on the night.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Now here's Fournier. Here's Jordan. Buries it down low. Jordan's got 12 points here in the second half.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded by Fournier. Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. Over to the wing. Got a piece of it. Here's Dinwiddie. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Not allowing the pressure to bother him or phase him. Dinwiddie, even with the shot clock winding down, stays in control of the situation.
Outside Jordan. Down low. Kicks it out to Gordon. Over Davis. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Vucevic. That's now 8 points for Aaron Gordon.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
It's Allen on the wing. Vucevic defending. Here's Dinwiddie. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Dinwiddie's got 6 points in the quarter. Orlando's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And Augustine kicks to Vucevic. Dishes to Jordan. Here's the pass to Augustine. A three-pointer, no good. Napier passes to Harris. Back to Napier. To take the lead. And it's good on the layup. Napier's got 21.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
And Augustine kicks to Jordan. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And when Gordon is launched and in the air like that, he's a mesmerizing guy to keep an eye on and just get out of the way.
Timeout called, the Nets.
We take a look here at Evan Fournier, mostly out there for offense, guys. Has a good deep game as he has impressive career numbers from the 3-line. For the amount he scores as a wing player, I think he's pretty efficient.
recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, the Prodigy.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Graham's checked in, and Caruch is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Allen finds Russell. Back to Allen. Nice D from Fournier.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to Isaac. Now, here's Grant. Here's Jordan. Allen with the rebound. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Caruch. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
They grab their own miss. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Has he risen to the challenge down the stretch, or what? 3 or 4 here in the fourth.
Free throw good, Jordan. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Passes it to Caruch. Here's Allen. Sinks that one from the post. Allen's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
Got to be happy with the result, moving the ball so well on that possession. Beautiful.
Grant the pass to Vucevic. Jordan inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jordan's got 17 now, just in the second half.
I'll tell you, he's beating up the defense in this quarter, going right at him and scoring in a variety of ways.
Here's Russell, and the slam dunk by Russell.
Yes, filling it up. Russell now shooting past his typical scoring pace.
Outside Fournier. It's deflected. Pass to Isaac. Three-pointer. A putback, and there's Jordan, putting it right back in. Jordan's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here is Russell. Floats one up, and he sinks the layup. Russell's got 23 points.
Boy, he never seems to get rattled. He's got a very calm, steady demeanor about himself. D'Angelo making it look easy.
Here's Fournier. Here's Isaac. Off target from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Fournier against Harris. Over in the corner, Allen. And there's the pass to Caruch. Clock at 4. Shoots over Isaac. And it's Caruch missing. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Jordan dishes to Vucevic. Fournier against Harris. Jordan kicks to Fournier. Over Harris. Fournier's shot is off. And they're in position to take the lead.
And how big would a bucket be at this stage of the game?
And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And they double up Jordan. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Russell against Grant. Russell kicks to Allen. Knocked away. It's stolen by Vucevic. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Here's Isaac. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Man, I like how poised Isaac is. Excellent calmness and control. That's impressive for a young guy.
One shot.
Good from Isaac.
Great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Now, here is Russell. Here's Allen. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
At the line for your Nets. At the line for two.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within 2 here.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
That'll be a 5-second call.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
1:35 left in the game. Russell against Grant. And Russell gets it to go.
Nice reaction by D'Angelo to the defense sagging back. Just drops in the simple floater there.
Grant kicks to Jordan. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Here's Grant.
And that's Russell. I mean, has the length to disrupt and bother shots, even against bigger or more explosive athletes.
To take the lead. And it's good on the layup. Russell's got 8 points in the quarter.
He doesn't bleed blood, but he bleeds cold blood ice. Russell tearing hearts out down the stretch.
It's Fournier on the wing from deep. Rebounded by the Nets. 50 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Russell sinks it.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
Now here's Jordan. Vucevic finds Grant. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Really impressive seeing a guy like Vucevic carve up the defense with his peripheral vision and passing. So good at spotting the open man.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out. Man, I got to give major props to the confidence of Fournier. This guy never backs down, wants the big shot.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. TJ Augustine's checked in for Jaron Grant. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Graham, no good on the shot.
A good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Jordan kicks to Fournier. Count it!
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really the entire fourth quarter.
And, this is the time to do it. Sinking triple after triple. And it ends up becoming contagious.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They trail by 3. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here's Harris from the arc. Misses the 3, and he commits the intentional foul.
Shooting 2.
Drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Hey, I think that should do it. Got to give him credit. He came through when it mattered most.
And so it's Orlando winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Nick, great win tonight. Good performance by you. How surprising is it that you contributed to the game in so many ways?
I wouldn't say it surprised me. I always knew I could play at this level, but I just play hard. Just play hard and get things happen. I don't try to force anything. I just let the game come to me, and I play hard. Rebounds. Like I said, it's a lot about effort. That's what I can do every night. And points are gonna come some nights. Sometimes they won't. But just take what I get and just keep playing.
Well, you did it all over the floor tonight, Nick. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.